Hello everyone, Flamebot here, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. I'm going to start calling it MTG Arena for short now, just to abbreviate it, because that's what I typically call it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make this a casual thing for Wednesdays, do like wacky Wednesdays where I play MTG Arena and try to tell you guys what exactly is going on while I'm also trying to play the game. But yeah, welcome back. I'm gonna try to teach you all exactly how Magic Gathering works as I'm playing the game. No promises I'm gonna be any good though. I've been known to be a horrible teacher in the past before, and I don't expect myself to be any better at this point. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and load up in the match, but first I'm looking at my quests. There's in-game currency, which can be used for a lot of things, but I typically just use it to buy lands, because cosmetics. There's not much to tell you about this game. It's a trading card game, if some of you don't know already. I've made one video in the past, and I'm making another again, because I feel like I should probably upload Magic content on my channel, because it is my favorite card game in the world. How I want to go about uploading Magic content, I don't know. Probably just the way that I said, where this sliver is so cool. Anywho, I'm getting distracted. That little wiggly thing is known as a sliver. Slivers are hive mind. If you don't know what hive mind is, it essentially means that they're all connected. And slivers are basically that. They're all connected. If you throw down one sliver and then you put down another, they both buff each other up. And the more slivers you have, the nastier it gets, because each one has a different ability that it gives to literally itself and all your other slivers. They kind of like mutate as one, really, but you still have 10 different soldiers that are basically just the exact same copy. Anywho, I gotta do black and red spells, attack with creatures, white and black. Do I do mono black? Let's look at the decks I have. I'm gonna play Brawl, because that's one of my formats I enjoy. There's a lot of different decks I have, and some of them are just kind of toxic, others are just shits and giggles. Descent into Madness never really works out that well. Little Lizard, okay, I'll play Little Lizard Friend, because this guy's great. His name is Gev, he's a little lizard that makes it so all your other creatures become stronger. He's pretty fun. I enjoy him. What set did Gev come out of? It was Bloomberg, wasn't it? I just never pulled the actual card. I wish I did. Let's see. This hand is actually not that great. Free Mulligan. This one's a lot better. Alright, so my commander here, he's a 3/2, which means he hits for 3 and he has 2 life. Ward means that he can't be the target of anything unless my opponent pays 2 life, and then other creatures enter with an additional +1/+1 counter. I need to play down a thing before the timer kicks in, because the games are fast-paced. On MTG Arena, they're fast-paced, but if you're playing in person, especially with friends, you can take as long as you like. Like, no one's really gonna... I guess I'll do that. So, yeah, but if you're playing it IRL, typically people aren't too stressed about being fast-paced unless you're in a tournament or, yeah, at like some kind of timed events. But typically games are pretty chill, pretty fun, and honestly depends on the crowd that you're in. I usually play relaxed, and so do people that I typically play with, so it's fun. I enjoy it. But yeah, the Gev makes it so... Ooh, do I want to start stealing his stuff? No, I want to cast out that other guy. You about to kill him? You're about to kill him, aren't you? Okay. But he makes it so my creatures enter with a +1/+1 counter, which essentially means that it makes it so they can deal 1 more damage and can take 1 more damage. You'll see in a moment. But he gives them an additional +1/+1 for each opponent that I deal damage to. Unfortunately, in Arena, right now, it's only 1v1s. So he only gets 1 +1/+1 counter. But typically in Commander format, it's 4 people at a table, so you'll have 3 opponents. So you have the potential to hurt 3 opponents. Does it have to be you? No, it's just the amount of life that your opponent lost. So it's quite possible that you could, like, your opponents could go after each other. Gain life equal to the toughness. Sacrifice a creature of their choice. Fine. Typically, you don't ever really want to sacrifice your commander. I mean, honestly, do whatever it is you feel comfortable. Play the game how you want to play. I'm going to give you the ground basics of what people say, but that doesn't mean you have to play that way. Like, for me, I enjoy finding cards that have fun mechanics and fun ways to play the game, or even change the way the game's supposed to be played. But typically you don't want to have your commander die, because your commander is usually like a big asset to your deck. For me, though, it kind of depends on the deck that I'm playing. Like, Gev, maybe his name is actually Jev. Jev Scaled Scorch? Could be Jev. Gev or Jev. I don't know. But anywho, the point that I'm trying to get across is that typically people make commander decks revolving around their commander and make a whole part of the way their deck works. The best way to probably play commander, though, is to not do that, so that way you don't just... because a lot of the times, if you have a deck that revolves around your commander being on the field, more often than not, you're probably gonna get your commander killed, and then your deck's gonna get shut down. So you need to find other ways to be able to either keep your commander alive or have your deck run without it. Huh, sure, yeah, I'll use that. Nice. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Oh no! I completely just ignored what... Shoot. Well, I have a land. I might as well play a land for turn, because if I hit him, I'm just going to steal a land. Shoot. So minus X until end of turn. Return up to X target creatures. Shoot. So this is unfortunate for me, because this person makes it so whenever whenever an opponent sacrifices... Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. I'm okay for right now, then. I'm gonna play this. I know, I'm trying to think. Give me a second. I'm trying to think and also talk to my viewers. Calm down. Gev, as much as I want you to swing right now, you can't. I also probably shouldn't sack something. Well, that's exile, actually, so maybe I should... Ow! Oh, you're making me discard as well? Well, that sucks. I get artifact. I don't think this guy's gonna run artifacts, unfortunately. Alright, then you make a 2/2. What does that do? Oh, discard or sack something. You just put it straight onto the... That sucks. And what did you just do to me? Oh, like at the beginning of my upkeep, I lose 3 life unless I sacrifice something. Things are going up for me. Yay. Okay, resolve. I think I'm gonna lose the 3 life. What creature do I have? I have that person. Let me see. Oh, that's a mountain. Okay. Jeez Louise. This is bad. I'm not gonna win this. But I'll at least summon that out. And then I'll play that out as well. Do you have... Oh, right. You can sack that goblin to destroy a artifact I control, and you're probably going to destroy the Helm of the Hosts because I made a mistake on playing that. Whoopsies. Oopsie daisy. Well, let's see what happens. What are you going to do? You going to destroy the Helm? You going to destroy the altar? Which are you going to destroy, buddy? Which did he target? Really? Targeted the altar, huh? Pretty sure I played a land for turn, but I'm still gonna... Well... Yeah, because if that creature dies, then... Yeah. Oh, but I get trample. So what trample means is that even though... here's a visual representation too. My guy has trample, which means the 4 damage that I deal... if I kill the creature, any remaining damage or excess damage is dealt straight to the controller. Which I completely forgot about. I'm gonna stake your swamp. I kinda need it. Cool. Gev is now a 5/4. Tergrid. Wait, I'm gaining life? Oh, right. Gev's letting me gain life. I forgot about that. Other creatures I control enter. Oh, good. So I'm rereading Gev's a bit. What is this? Well, of course I'm sacrificing this guy. But no, I was rereading what... I'm calling him Gev still. His name might be Jev, and someone's probably going to get upset at me for pronouncing it wrong. But part of Magic, as I've learned, is pronouncing things wrong and then learning exactly how to actually pronounce it. Resolve. I'll lose the 3. I'm not discarding or sacking anything. Go away. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, Planeswalker play +1. Oh, cool. I have to make an opponent lose life to be able to... I think I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, no. Well, yeah, okay. And then I guess I'll play this as a land for turn because it's relatively a good land. I'm gonna wait, because now if I move into combat, I'm gonna get another copy of Gev, which makes it so my creatures enter with 2 +1/+1 counters. What the heck is that? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna play... Well, actually, hold on, no, I'll play this. So that way I can... Oh wait, I can't play that for free? That's fine, whatever. Yeah, autopay. I'm a great teacher. You guys are totally understanding everything that's going on, right? I'm just kidding. So when this thing comes out onto the field, my opponent has to discard a card and loses 2 life. Hooray for me! Oh, cool. I unfortunately didn't play another creature out that turn, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Sacrifice a non... Oh wait, when this is put into the graveyard, I get to scry 2. Okay, cool, yeah, I'll sacrifice that. Oh, it forced me to sacrifice my commander. You're such a little... You suck so much. Do I have something that can retrieve something from the grave? Yeah, you. Okay, decline. I get to scry 2. Fabled Passage, why not? That's good. Fabled Passage makes it so I can sacrifice... Oh no, I forgot! That's it, I'm board wiping him. You take 3. Okay, I'm gonna lose a lot of life just for it, but that's fine. I am not accepting this. I'm gonna lose freaking 5 life, but that's okay. Maybe it's not okay. Oof, this is not okay for me, actually. Resolve. Yeah, I'll discard a card. Yeah, I know, you're gonna get it. Resolve. Resolve. Man! I forgot about that. Okay, fine. 2, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm paying 5 to make it so each other creature, when this guy comes out, all other creatures are gonna get -5/-5 until end of turn, which is board wiping everything, because the strongest thing on the field is 6/5. And then I'm gonna lose 5 life. Yeah. But I'm actually gonna lose 6 life because of Mount Doom. Yeah, move to the command zone, actually. Too bad he doesn't have haste, because if he did, I'd be able to kill that guy right now. But he might have something to stop me. I think I might actually have just one, because I fly, and flying makes it so if he summons out a creature that doesn't have flying, I get to just fly over and hit him in the head. Resolve. Sack a non-land. I'll sack that, why not? I gotta stop sacrificing things. I keep forgetting that each sacrifice thing he gets. It's so hard to make commentary while also trying to focus on the card game, apparently, while also trying to teach you guys exactly what's going on. But yeah, Tergrid's really good, because whenever an opponent sacrifices something that's not a token, or discards it, that person just gets the thing. Hooray! I'm killing you now. And I won because I flew overhead. Huh, that was a good game. Close one. I think we have time for another match. Let's see. Oh, so I already finished that casting black and red spells, so I guess I'll cast white and black spells. Do I actually have a white and black deck? I'm not playing that one because that... this one's really toxic. The creature in this deck makes it so whenever you put an aura or enchantment onto someone else's creature, they can't attack you. And at the end of your turn, you gain life and your opponent loses life equal to the number of auras that you have equipped on something that isn't yours. It's very fun. Well, it's not it's not really that fun. I mainly just have it because my friends Lord of the Rings was a good one too, but that one's kind of toxic as well. And the nicest way of saying this, don't listen to people who say things are toxic. Play however you want. If you enjoy the game a certain way, you play it that way. Just ignore them. There are cards in the game that people really hate going against. Like this one, I'll show you guys. I call it Cast in the Ring of Fire because it's Frodo, Sauron's Bane. But Frodo has an ability that... So the way he works is he's a 1/2, and he has these... Is there a way I can, like, show the card with also being able to, like, use my mouse to show you guys? My keyboard's dead. Hold on a second. Not dead, I just turned it off because I wasn't going to need it playing Magic. Okay, there we go. So... still going to be annoying because it's going to get in my face, so I'll make it quick. So Frodo, he has an ability. He has these abilities where it has the color pips. That's what these little... That's what these are called in the top corner, are pips. So he has these pips on in his text box. This is what this area is called. It's called a text box. So you can either pay white or black mana to turn Frodo from a 1/2 to a 2/3 with lifelink. And then if you pay 3 black mana, if you already paid the 2 mana to make Frodo a scout instead of a citizen, then Frodo becomes a halfling rogue with whenever this creature deals combat damage to the player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times this game, otherwise the ring tempts you. The ring tempts you is a ability that came from the Lord of the Rings set. It basically... It has a few abilities, but basically it triggers 4 times. Like, there's 4 upgrades to it, and each time you play something that says the ring tempts you, the ring upgrades. So it's very easy to get the ring upgraded to level 4, especially early on in the game, because there's a lot of things that you can just cast that tells you that the ring tempts you, or there's even things that are just like, oh, at the beginning of your upkeep, or when this happens, the ring tempts you. So Frodo's one of those reasons why people hate him, because as you can read right there on the ring, it makes it so the ring bearer can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. And since the greatest power that Frodo typically stays is 2, it's very easy to get by people because hardly anyone's running creatures with less than 2 power. Typically, a lot of people have like 3 power creatures that they're running out and stuff. So without further ado, going back to playing another round, shall we? And I'm not playing that one. I'm going to play Sack McGee. Do you want to play Sack McGee? Do I want to play a mono white? Do you want to play a mono color? No, I'm going to play Sack McGee to try to complete this. So this is my Sack McGee deck. My commander has an ability that whenever I sacrifice something, I get a trigger. If I have done it twice, something else happens. If I do it 3 times, something else happens. So I think the first one is like if you sack something, you gain a life. Well, oh wow, this person's also playing black and white too. We'll look at the card in a moment, because I can't remember too sure. This is not that great of a hand, not gonna lie. I'm gonna risk it. The hand's not great, but I'm risking it. Okay, so let me see. Whenever I sacrifice another permanent, I gain 2 life if this is the first time the ability has triggered. If it triggers a second time, each opponent loses 2 life, and it triggers a third time, I create a 4/3 vampire with flying. And Reliquary Tower and Ominous Parcel. But yeah, so that's my whole commander's thing, is I just sacrifice stuff once he's out on the field so I can be able to get 4/3s. So this deck is also kind of a... Oh wait, no, I can do it this way. This deck is also kind of like a treasure deck, if I remember correctly. I kind of made this deck early on, so I can't say for certain whether or not it truly is. Oh, I put it in my hand instead of the field. That's fine. I can't say for certain if this is actually has treasures involved, because even though they're called treasure tokens, you sack them to make any mana of your choice. But since I'm sacrificing it, it does, even though if it's a token, it does count as a permanent. A permanent is anything that's on the field. Well, that stays, yeah, anything that's on the field. I should have played white. That sucks. I was not paying enough attention, so I really should have put down a white mana so I could cast Wedding Announcement, or possibly even Lothar Corrupt Sheriff. But that's okay. Mistakes happen, and the nice thing about Magic is that you kind of just need to pivot and improvise. Sometimes a simple mistake ruins everything for you, other times it doesn't. And I feel like I should probably cast this guy out. I'm casting Wedding Announcement. Why won't you let me play this one? There's additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice, destroy target creature. Why can't I play... Wait, what? Oh, it's not letting me play it because that ability triggers at the beginning of my end step. That's why it's not letting me play Bone Splitters. So sorceries can only be casted during your main phase and second main phase. Didn't want to have to do that early on, but he was giving me no choice. So I have... Okay. Ow, ow. Yeah, so I'm clearly gonna lose this one pretty easily, I might add 2. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this guy. So that way I can cast this thing, and I'll get to lose a life and create a treasure token. since I casted 2 things in my turn. Man. Do I want to use Bone Splitter on him? I don't. Really? I'm getting real sick and tired of your games. Coolio, yeah, this game's not going well for me. This person's running a lot of board interactions, which what that means is he's running a lot of stuff that is either A, gonna kill my stuff, or B, hindrance it, so I won't want it to die. When this creature dies, create a land or token. As much as I want to kill something, I have to block the 3/2, because I can't really afford to take 3 damage right now. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this to each player sacrifices 2 creatures, each player discards 2 cards. But I'm not going to make each player lose 4 life because I'm only at 5 life, and that would be very redundant if I did that. Gonna sacrifice that land, or discard that land. Alright, what creatures are you gonna get rid of, eh, buddy? Those 2, okay. Oh, yay! And I might lose. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a +1/+1 counter on them. When dies or is put into exile, destroy up to 1 target, no permanent. Okay. Well, I only had 1 card for you to choose from anyway, so meh. I can't block with that guy, he has menace. Why are you saying I can block? Oh, because he's attacking with the skeleton too. I got real confused. What's this? At the beginning of your end step, choose a permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a permanent type with it. Nope, okay. As much as I want to play that to see what it does, I have to summon out this guy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing. Man. Okay, next. End turn. Oh, I don't make little guys anymore. That's unfortunate for me. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna... yeah, so unfortunately, this is game. I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna go ahead and... So, if you saw there, I made a huge mistake. I accidentally used the Purpose Vein for mana instead of sacrificing it like a dum-dum. I'm at least killing a creature. Oh man, that was unfortunate. Yay, mistakes! Mistakes were made! Ay, ay, ay. Oh, well, at least I got 1 with nothing. Wait, how did I get that achievement? Recently, they've added achievements to the game, so there's like achievements you can finish to unlock basically just cosmetic stuff. Make an opponent discard the last cards in their hand. Oh, okay, cool. 1 with nothing. And of course, it's the actual card. This literal artwork and card. It's called 1 with nothing. Well, as a way to end this video, I think I'm going to go ahead and open a pack of Edge of Eternities. Let's see. I got some first stuff. So while we're here, I might as well explain some how some of these cards work and some of the abilities they have. So Nanoform Sentinel is a 3/2. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. This ability triggers only once each turn. So this is actually a really good card. So there's different ways you can actually tap something, either by something telling you that you tap something, or by going into combat and swinging with the creature, just as long as they don't have vigilance. If a creature doesn't have vigilance when it attacks, then you tap it. But what the ability Vigilance does is it makes it so it doesn't tap when you attack. And Vigilance is a really good ability, and the main reason why is because when you swing with a creature and tap it, it means that it can't block a creature that's attacking you. But with Vigilance, since you don't have to tap, you can swing at your opponent, and then you can also use that same creature as a blocker later. So this guy makes it so you can untap anything on your field when this thing becomes tapped, which is great. I used it during a draft that I did. Not a draft. I went to a pre-release, and what a pre-release is you get 6 packs, you make a 40-card deck, you fight people. Starport Security, you pay 4 mana and tap him to tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a creature with a +1/+1 counter. That's pretty good. Exosuit Savior is a 2/2 with flying. When this creature enters, return up to 1 other target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Oh, so that's pretty good. Only if it had flash. And I say that because when this creature enters, you can return another permanent you control to your hand, which is great for saving a creature that's about to die. Only issue is it doesn't have flash, and what flash does is it makes it so you can cast it whenever. But since it doesn't have flash, you can only cast this creature during your main phases, which are before and after combat. Zealous Display creature. This is an instant, so an instant can be played whenever. You can play it in response to someone else playing a spell. You can play it whenever you want. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If it's not your turn, untap those creatures. This is really good because if you have creatures tapped, not only does this spell make your creatures hit harder, but it makes it so if you left yourself open and tapped out all your creatures, this makes it so you untap all those creatures, and now you have blockers for your opponent. A surprise attack, if you will. Edge Rover has reach, and when this creature dies, each player creates a lander token. So landers are new. They came out with this set, Edge of Eternities. But what landers do is it's a artifact token that makes it so you can pay 2 mana, sacrifice the token, search your library for a basic land. In my opinion, these are really good, especially for decks that don't really have good ramp, like mono black or even white sometimes. What ramp means is that it's basically... how do I explain it? Ramp is a term used for things that let you get lands and put them on the battlefield. Because typically you can only play 1 land a turn. But with stuff like Lander, it lets you play basically 2 lands in 1 turn just as long as you have the mana. So that's known as ramp, is when you're able to play more than 1 land a turn. That's probably not the correct definition, but that's okay. And then reach. Reach is the ability that makes it so something that doesn't have fly can still block flyers. Shattered Wings. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Surveil 1. Being able to destroy flying creatures is great, in my opinion. Flyers are so annoying to get. Flyers are so hard to deal with because if someone's running nothing but flyers, more than likely, unless you're doing the same, you're not going to have much of a way to deal with them besides board wipes and stuff. Because creatures with flying, like I said before, only creatures with flying and reach can block them. And of course, not a whole lot of people run just those. Let me see. Territorial Brentar is a 6/6 with reach, and it also has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, exile the top card of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card this turn. Landfall is pretty straightforward. I don't feel like I have to explain it to you guys. It's just landfall. Sunstar Chaplain is a 3/2 at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control. Tap target artifact or creature. Whoa, what? I haven't seen this guy before. I read it and I did not. Hold on. At the beginning of your end step, you control 2 or more tapped creatures. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's pretty cool. And then you can remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control to tap an artifact or creature. Oh, that's pretty good. So if you're running a deck that has like putting +1/+1 counters on creatures you control, that's actually really good, because then you can pay to tap people's creatures, or even, well, creatures are probably the best way to go. Because if you tap a permanent for mana, there's not really any way to stop it, which is what most artifacts are being used for. But if you tap a creature, though, it stops your opponent from attacking you most of the time. So yeah, so that's MTG Arena. Anyways, sorry, rambling. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hopefully this is a series you guys are interested in. Please let me know your thoughts, comments, likes, dislikes in the comments below. I'll probably just be playing Magic well, I don't know what I want to do. I feel like I really want to put Magic content on this channel, but it's such a niche interest. It's niche. If I'll just leave it at that. It's niche, and I don't know if anyone's going to really enjoy it, so I'm not too sure what the best way to go about this is. Maybe just doing it and just saying, whatever, who cares, I'm just going to do my own thing. But it's always nice to have your guys' consideration in mind. Consideration? Thoughts? It's nice to keep you guys in mind, just so I know you guys like, dislike, want to see, not see. Of course, am I always going to listen? Probably not. There's going to be times where I'm like, well, I enjoy it, so I might as well do what makes me happy, but I also want to make you guys happy too. So on that note, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all next video. All right, bye. Take care now.